All right, so 45 seconds left, and Alliance are going to go for the Lone Druid. An early Quake for Lone Druid is going to be the pickup. Well, I say early. Fourth pick isn't exactly early, but usually we only see the Druid as the 10th pick, which Alliance do have, but apparently they decided to take the Druid all the same. Don't feel like Ninjas in Pyjamas can offer an answer to it.
Yeah, Druid's pretty good against Darkseer in the laning stage, though. Like we talked about, it's a self-sustainable carry. Doesn't really need too much help, and they can still put it mid if they want as well. And like we talked about last series, when you have last pick overall in the draft, really important you can pick these flexible cores that can lane in more than one location.
All right, 28 seconds for Ninjas in Pyjamas now. Feeling like they need to start picking up some damage-dealing heroes, because you've got the Darkseer now with the Iron Shell, but that's about it.
I'm pretty sure it's a good lifestealer game. It does really well against the Lone Druid. Like, Wyvern's a bit annoying with the Curse, but it's good against Tiny and Willow as well. And you can just surge this lifestealer in with a Radiance. That sounds scary.
I really want to see a Naga Siren, but against the Wyvern, I don't think it's... Oh, there it is! Hello!
How have you just called a Naga Siren pick? What's that about? I called Wyvern, you called Naga. I don't know which one's better. I'll be honest. That's
come on, man.
That's
give me some credit. That's a big pickup. But yeah, Naga Siren buffed very recently, so she's got an extra 50% tankiness. Oh no, not quite. Sorry, the illusions take 50% less damage. Yeah, not 50% more tank in the illusion. That'd be insane. But yeah, they take 50% less damage. So that makes Naga Siren much better in several ways. One being that you can't tell a real Naga Siren as easily as you can before, and two, obviously, that just her illusions are better. They're better at chasing you down. They're better at hitting towers. They're going to survive longer and do more stuff. And doing stuff is good in Dota. Boom. Nomad analysis.
They're not really great at pressuring on Alliance. It feels like when we've watched them today, they've been really struggling to try and make aggressive plays happen as well, right? So when you pick this Naga, if Alliance don't up their tempo, I think the only time we saw it was game 2 versus Liquid, which they won in the end. Apart from that game, they've really struggled to kind of make things happen on the map. So this Naga, yeah, if Alliance don't improve their game, should have a relatively decent time.
The Jakiro and the Darkseer combo with the Naga Siren. A bit of El Clasico there.
Yeah, that's very true.
I miss the days when you could reposition people inside the song with vacuum.
Oh, God. No, don't say that.
That was good times.
It's interesting to see this, like... It feels like they're very all in on a wombo combo at the moment as well, Ninjas, in these team fights. It's not too difficult to pull off. Oh. That's an interesting pick.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the Necro mid. So when you don't see the enemy mid laner, I mean, they could put the Druid against the Necro. It's not too bad. But Necro should always be able to get at least something from that lane.
Yeah, I mean, they can also... I was expecting them to put the Naga mid versus the Lone Druid. I mean, that's one of the reasons I suggested it, but...
I just want to know how Nyx has gone completely untouched this whole draft.
Yeah, yeah, from being the cream of the crop to being the gunky stuff you get at the bottom of your coffee.
No, Nyx mid. Go. Let's go. I think Jug's still a decent pick here for Alliance as well. Having the healing ward available with the Lone Druid's always nice. You can put the Lone Druid mid and then just put the Jug against the Darkseer in the safe lane.
Yeah, Jug is always a pretty safe hero, and a nice hero to be able to get the spin-off in coming out of that Naga Siren ultimate and into the Ice Path. You can sometimes be able to negate it. The final pick is going to be the Terrorblade. The big boy coming out to play as Madara picks up the TB.
Not sure how I feel about that. When you play Terrorblade against Necrophos, it can be really difficult to get Sunder off with how you want to, right? Because if you ever drop below like half HP when the Necro hits level 18, you're just going to get scythed. And that's not... You have to use the Sunder so much earlier than you want to on the TB. The only thing is, with this Lone Druid TB, they have so much push potential. Like, they have decent sustain as well with the Wyvern. So it's okay. It feels a little bit greedy. You know, the Lone Druid and the TB are both going to want a little bit of farm. And when you're up against this Naga Siren as well...
Well, Terrorblade is fantastic versus Naga Siren, though, because he can just pop his reflection, and also Naga Siren's illusions will just kill themselves.
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, like, but when you're playing it against this not burst damage, but all the magic damage coming out from the Necro, the Darkseer, I feel like this is 33's game to take up. I feel like he should be able to have a decent start in this lane. Up against the Terrorblade and the Wyvern.
Yeah, and it's kind of odd if the Terrorblade just chooses to go to the jungle, then Winter Wyvern won't be able to hold the lane by herself here, not against a Darkseer Earth Spirit. So I think Madara's going to go jungle all the same, though, because it's Madara playing Terrorblade, therefore we know exactly what's going to happen.
I mean, they could put the TB mid, I guess, but yeah, you imagine they would just put it in the safe lane. And Wyvern TB as a safe lane is so greedy. Like, if 33 just takes over the bot lane, they get an early tower, and then he just takes over the Terrorblade's jungle, Madara might really find, or like Koitva and Madara between them might really struggle to find space to get the farm that they both want. I like the Ninja's draft, but I don't think it's, you know, it's all over. The Lions definitely do have a chance this game, and with the
sure.
tiny Dark Willow lane in their own off lane, they can cause a lot of problems themselves.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. And what I find funny about this bottom lane as well is that the Terrorblade and the Winter Wyvern, so it'll be up top, is that they're going to be really, really strong. They're going to be the strongest lane on the map for about 40 seconds until meta goes down and the Arctic Burn goes down, and then they're going to go back to being the worst lane on the map. So if they can make stuff happen inside that time, then power to them. But yeah, it does feel like it's going to be tough. Tiger and Boxy down in this bottom lane though, on the Tiny and the Dark Willow. That's going to be a pretty strong lane. I think it's on Alliance to find out how much they can make happen with these two heroes down here.
Interesting. They're putting the Fata in the safe lane on the Necro up against the Tiny. So pretty good matchup for Fata, but they're putting the Naga mid against the Lone Druid. Now, Naga doesn't have a great lane here, but with his high armor and with the stout shield as well, shouldn't be taking too much damage from the bear and the hero. So can always just go to towards that medium camp to farm as well. He's on the Radiant side. I think this is a good choice by Ninjas.
He's going to catch out PPD with the Avalanche as well, closing the gap, and now the Arctic Burn coming in. PPD getting under the tier 2 tower. That armor going to help him out quite a lot here, but is it going to be enough? No, it is not. The right cling from Tiger will finish the job, and the tips come out.
Yeah, if people weren't aware, they were talking a lot in the lobby before as well, so they are.
Yes, they were.
They seem to be pretty friendly towards each other, these teams.
Yeah, a lot of them are ex-Hon players, I think, so.
Bit of a laugh.
Yes. Just some,
did you see that by Koitva?
Nope.
He just put the bear in the mid lane, like next to the trees where he shouldn't be able to be seen. So he knows that Naga has a ward here.
Yeah, to test the ward. Yeah, just in this little area here. Yeah, just to further explain to people wondering, what are you talking about, Pharaoh? The bear will come down the middle lane and go and sit here. If they have a ward here, then the tower, it'll be inside the tower's range. So, the tower will attack him. But if they don't have a ward here, then they won't be able to see it. So even though it's in the tower's range, the tower won't attack him. And that's how you find out if there's a ward there.
Look at this top lane as well, by the way. They're doing the nice little iron shell trick.
Madara. He's actually popped the Metamorphosis already, and he's actually got himself 2 denies with it.
Yeah, he's done really well there. And, I mean, you really want to be popping it under the first wave anyway, so getting those extra denies is always nice.
Ooh, we'll miss the range creep, unfortunately.
This Jakiro Necro lane sounds very scary. I don't really know what Tiger's supposed to do down here on this Willow now.
Yeah, we talked about...
are really tanky.
We talked about the Tiny and the Willow lane being like the big lane for Alliance to try and make stuff happen. But yeah, they've just, NiP have just gone, okay, well, we're just going to put our super strong lane against your super strong lane. And you won't be able to do anything because our heroes are just slightly better against yours.
I'm not sure how I feel about Darkseid just cutting the creep wave already, though, with the Earth Spirit. I feel like you really want to be putting pressure onto this TB if you can, especially when his meta's down.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I agree.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ace now level 2, so has this Riptide and Mirror Image available to start to really get a CS advantage over this this slow Druid. And right now, it's very much that. Ace starting off well. The Fear going to keep him off the range creep and allow Quakefoot to get the deny there. Nicely done. Pretty close in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Tiger getting chased down a little bit by PPD. We'll have to pop the Bramble Maze, which PPD cannot navigate.
I won't lie.
He has 4 mangoes on Jakiro as well. He's all about sitting in this lane and just dual breathing over and over again, isn't he?
He's 1 mango away from getting his 5 a day.
And he's going to get this pull off here as well.
So beautiful. Living the dream.
I think. Yeah, just about.
With the stack as well. Just efficiency from this man.
Unfortunate for 3-3 there on the dark. So he actually picked up a really early bottle, went for the 2-minute rune spawn on the top side, but Tiger gets the rune bot with the arcane. So it would have been really nice for the Darkseid to be able to pick that one up, but not to be.
Yeah, 33. I think he's okay here. Madara doesn't have Metamorphosis to work with either, so he's just going to surge himself past.
Nice pull. by Insania there. Just making sure that the Darkseid can't take away the creep wave completely.
Avalanche out onto Fada here, along with the Bramble Maze as well. Fada's taking a fair amount of damage here, but Boxy under tower also hitting a hit in return, and now comes in Saxter, hitting him back. Boxy in some trouble now. A couple more right clicks will be needed, but with the Breathe Fire, they'll be able to get that kill.
Oh, and he got the kill as well on the Necro, so he gets the regen. That's really nice for him.
That's a hard stop Aurora coming into play. Tiger also have to be a little bit cautious here. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Ace and Quakebear still just kind of going at it here, but Naga Siren still doing pretty well against that Druid. Well, kind of even right now, actually.
This Darkseid cutting the wave makes a little bit more sense now. I've seen they've blocked the big camp, so they can't pull this creep wave back to the big camp themselves on Alliance to be able to get the maximum amount of farm. So, pretty nice.
What do you think about the Naga versus TB matchup?
Naga versus TB?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Naga recently, so it's a pretty tricky one to judge.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad for Naga, honestly. Like, she... Especially with this song being available, as long as you don't get, like, caught by a stun and then TB just is, like, 2 items ahead of you or something, I think you should be fine. Like, you both farm really fast, so it's not...
Yeah, I mean...
awful. And, but I honestly think the thing this game, it's not this TB versus Naga in a vacuum, it's having this Necro against the TB to stop him from using this Sunder well.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Fata, he's going to have his finger on that R and be ready to use it when the time is right. Meanwhile, Tiger taking some damage, but the Avatos combo onto Necro, not doing a whole lot of damage, but he is starting to get low now. He's going to have to pop the Fairy Fire, but actually gets taken down by Tiger with the Shadow Realm hit. Boxy getting low as well, with Insania coming in the back, though they will be able to find the kill onto Boxy, but PPD might also die in response as the Tiger and Insania is coming through with the right-click damage. One more will be needed, and PPD goes down. Think about going for Saxa, but Pada's TPing back in, so there's no more kill opportunity for Alliance down here.
Stick charges. Arta, please press buttons.
I'm dead anyway. Yeah, he's trying to dodge out here. There's another Death Pulse in 2 seconds. Shadow Realm does come out, and now with the Bramble Maze as well, the Death Pulse is going to land, and with Boxy coming in, he gets a kill onto Saxa. Tiger survives. The Dark Willow got his dancing shoes on, and he's dancing NiP into the grave.
Ninja seem to be having a little bit of problems pressing buttons this game. It happens from time to time.
What button did they need to press that time?
They missed the kick, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that is problematic.
It happens. You just got to reset yourself, you know, make sure you don't get emotional over it. We're missing our spells.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much reing going on the...
That's what happens in my games, at least.
An IP base, yeah. I know, I've experienced it.
I imagine they're probably a little bit more professional than we do, so...
Just a bit.
I'm interested to see how the Earth Spirit levels this game as well. We've seen some people like Crit as well. A lot of the major maxed out the Rolling Boulder, just for having the maximum stun duration available. You know, on the 4-second cooldown is always nice. But I feel like it's a really good silence game here. You know, having the key point and the silence against the Wyvern and the Dark Willow would be really useful.
I love the way that this Lone Druid has absolutely very little kill threat on this Naga Siren in the middle lane, because when she's got the illusions up, he doesn't know which the real Naga is, so he doesn't know which one to send the bear in to get the roots off. And then...
she has 12 armor as well and a stout
shield. Yeah, that's my next point. She's got 12 armor and a stout shield. And also, if he does get the root off, when she doesn't have the illusions off, on likelihood she's going to have a mirror image available anyway, which she can use to get out of the root all the same. So
it's happening, by the way. We talked about it in the top lane. Like, this catapult spawns, the Darkseid on the Earth Spirit just start diving your tower. Like, this tower's going to go down, and Terrorblade's jungle is going to
mid lane Ace in some trouble, though. The roll in from Saxer. Is it going to be enough to keep Ace alive? The bear is searching for her. Can we through a tree here? Ace juking hard and will be able to get himself away. Maybe they turn their attention to the Earth Spirit here, but a rock comes flying through, and I think Saxer's got way too much health to be brought down here. Bear looking pretty low as well, so they will not be able to find anything in the middle lane. Saxer always making these rotations, always helping out the Naga Siren when she needs it. Or anybody.
Necro is now starting to get a few more levels as well, makes it really difficult for this Tiny to sustain himself in lane. He's almost 1,000 net worth behind the Fata on this Necro at the moment.
Yeah, and look at the mid lane difference as well. 2,800 on Quakebear, meanwhile 3,000 on Ace. It's not huge, but it's certainly impressive to see Naga doing so well.
I mean, this team is farming well, but I feel like Ninja should be trying to play up here in the top jungle more at the moment. Like if this Earth Spirit just comes and plays with the Darkseer and they basically just sit on the TB. He doesn't have a point in Sunder at the moment, and with the point in Silence on the Earth Spirit as well, they can, you know, find a cheeky kill on him maybe.
It's definitely possible.
I just think you really just don't want to be giving this TB free farm at the moment. Like Lone Druid is not a worry for you. You could even rotate the Necro towards the top lane when he hits level 6 as well. Try and find these kills.
This is true, but Naga will farm faster than the TB.
Yeah, eventually. But, you know, TB, I guess if he just plays around his shrine, Alliance can always just TP in to support him. Sitting on 800 health, it's not a lot up against this Darkseer and Earth Spirit. He chunked through it really quickly with the Ion Shell.
Yeah, absolutely. That's need to be finding these rotations at some point all the same. And yeah, especially with this Reaper's Scythe as well, I feel like Fata could make a rotation at some stage, but wants to maybe get his tower down or get some pressure on. I mean, Boxy's having a pretty hard time down here. You don't really want to allow him to get his blink very easily or very early on.
Yeah, they are shutting down the Tiny pretty well at the moment. Oh, top lane. There's a little bit of action kicking off.
Yeah, Saxa's dropping low here. He doesn't have a roll for another 2 seconds. The Shadow Realm hit, not quite enough to kick him away. Saxa gonna live, and actually Insania's the one dropping low, 2 focused on the kill. Meanwhile, the Centaur gets 1, going for the second. Insania doesn't know what to do. The Centaur's gonna get 2 kills here. MVP of NiP, Centaur Conqueror. I'm gonna send Saxa forwards now as well as he'll find Madara farming away and says get out of here. Rock coming forwards actually. Yeah, that's nice. He doesn't have mana for a Sunder. He's used Sunder. Where is his Sunder?
He must have just used it in the fight before. We missed it, possibly.
He wasn't in the fight before.
Anything, actually. That's,
yeah, that's a lie.
Doesn't sound like us. Actually, I'll just blame you because you're the cameraman. So how can it be my fault?
Okay. Vada nearly had his hood, by the way, so that's going to give him a nice little bit of magic resistance. Stop him just immediately getting blown up by this Tiny, especially in that Ghost Shroud. If he ever pops it, the Tiny will be wanting to blink on him and blowing up very quickly. Meanwhile, PPD dies. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're allowed to miss PPD kills because, you know, get pretty boring. Nothing.
Are you trying to say they're frequent? That's a bit rude.
No. Please no.
Tiger is level, almost level 4 on this Willow, by the way. He is very underleveled. They need to find Tiger and give him some space in a lane to get this level 6 online.
Wyvern gets both of them to bottom.
Oh, okay. How much
Naga just picked up a double damage. Uh-oh, this could be bad for Insania. Can he get up the cliff in time? Nope. The slice comes in. Ace grabs a kill.
Nice DD. And look how far up the Darkseer and the Earth Spirit are into the jungle. This is what I was talking about. Like the Lone Druid and the TB can't both find the farm that they need.
The Root comes out onto Saxa here. He could be in some trouble. Quick for doing some serious damage to him now. The Hate Sword's going to come out from 33.
Can they get the bear?
That's TPing away. He doesn't have anything to stop it. Oh, that's a shame. Hasting the Centaur forward. This guy's so goddamn fast. 743 movement speed. Gets the stomp off on the Willow. And a rock comes flying through. Saxa. Nice placement.
Goal lasso. That's a classic.
Very nicely done. Alrighty then.
This Darkseer is so farmed already though. Like he's level 8, 11 minutes into the game. He's going to have Helm of the Dom, Soul Ring, Arcane's Bottle. He is top of the network, ahead of this Naga that's just been free farming in the mid lane as well. Yeah, well, they're about the same now. But.
Yeah, they're about the same. I hate it when you say that. When you say someone's top of net worth and then someone else overtakes them. It's very frustrating.
You see what Fata's doing down here in the bot lane as well at the moment.
What is Fata doing down here in the bot lane at the moment?
But he's just trying to pull the creep equilibrium back towards him a little bit down here. It's always nice to do. Doesn't have to be just the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. It utilizes your farm well as well, just being able to take these jungle creeps.
I'm a little bit worried for Quick for that. He's pushing very far into the Darkseer's area of the map. And I say it's the Darkseer's area of the map because they tried to kill him before and it didn't go very well.
No, it didn't really. And 33 still just kind of being a damage sponge for everybody here. Making so much space for the rest of the team. The roll comes forwards onto the Winter Wyvern. They even use the Magnetize as well, but now with TB's coming in, they know they need to get themselves out. But honestly, these two are just a space-making team here as they draw in more attention up here at top. And PPD wants to join the cool little crew in the top lane. And Cloak was actually dropping kind of low here just to the Magnetize. There's Saxa coming in again, keeping that Magnetize going with the Silence as well. The Catapult just following him here. The Ion Shell Saxa in some trouble, though. Might die for his efforts. The tower lands the hit on him. Boxy trying to fight it up. 33 has plenty of health to work with, though. Still trying to chase down Boxy, but in from behind. Madara is here. Does he have the damage? 33 just running and running and running. And the invisible illusion, which died in midair, is what killed him there. Tossed into oblivion.
Yeah,
They want the catapult as well, but I don't think they're going to get it.
It's a pretty good fight for Alliance as well, because in the meantime, Tiger's farming in the mid lane on the Willow to get some XP. So he has hit that level 6 now.
Yep.
They really want to try and use this the Winter's Curse Terrorize combination, a big engagement if they can.
But Fana does take bottom though, which is a little bit more map control for NiP.
That's true. I wonder what he goes for on this Necro now as well. Like, he's got this Windlace queued up, but does he want to build like a Radiance or something possibly against the Terrorblade?
That big Windlace.
I honestly think it's a decent Radiance game on the Necro. I don't say that too often, but
It feels pretty good against the TB illusions and the known druid and his bear.
if he can get away with it, it would be, you know, fantastic. All 3 cores on the Radiant side sitting on top of the net worth chart at the moment. Yeah.
No, he's queued up the Yules, and it looks like he is going to commit to this. I think that's better, honestly. You want to be more active on the map. You want to be kind of taking engagements and being in fights, and the Yules does work better for that. And now, you know, he wants to be doing that as soon as possible and give the Nagasaran the space to just take over this entire map, basically.
I think another thing I want to point out as well is this Jakiro skill build. So most of the time at the moment we see like a 2-1-2 build up to level 6. And then afterwards we see most people max the Ice Path. But if PBD is looking to max the Liquid Fire this game, it probably suggests that they want to play a little bit more aggressive than normal. They look to try and push these towers early on with the Liquid Fire being available.
Is under attack.
Especially when this Naga picks up the Manta, you know, relatively soon. Not too far away. They can just look to try and group up, possibly. Yeah, he's got Yules queued up on the Necro now. That's very disappointing.
Yeah, he's definitely going forwards that one, just for the pure fightability.
Radiant are scanning.
Fightability.
Fightability, yeah. Plastic word.
It just feels like ninjas are being a little bit more greedy on the map at the moment, and so they're just gaining the net worth advantage a little bit minute by minute.
And Ace nearly has his Manta as well. 14 or 15 minutes in, and he's really close to this one as well. So this is going to give him a lot more farmability. Fightability, farmability. He did it.
I'm so excited.
Oh, what a guy. What a guy.
Going for the long game in the bot side. So it's 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah. Now he gets robbed.
Yeah, I honestly think they can just look to scale here. Like, I still feel like the Naga should be okay in the late game up against the TV just because of the other heroes on our team. No pressure on them to consider they really don't want to. I thought they might look to with the Liquid Fire, but...
Alliance coming in on the middle lane. Avatos onto PPD. This Jakiro will be going down here. No save from Saxa available. Doesn't want to throw himself into the mix there. Meanwhile, they're starting to get the push on up in the top lane, though, and they've got this catapult wave coming in, so they're going to be looking to do some damage to this tier 2. NiP, they might be losing Ace here if... actually, there's only literally only Wyvern here, so maybe not.
He has the Manta now as well, so it's really difficult.
I wonder if the Naga manted and Mirror Image in the same point and then got Winter's Curse if she killed herself.
Not sure. Good question. Hopefully we'll find out. What's Tiger's skill build this game? Okay, so he's maxed the Shadow Realm. We see some people do this, and some people max the Bramble Mace first instead if they want more utility. Trying to maximize that damage output, it feels like, instead.
Ooh, meta popped. They really want to kill PPD here, and if they will get away from this one, I don't think this is a value meta.
They might be able to find Lone Druid down here.
They're looking for him. Well, they look to be maybe settling for the bear here. Let's see if they can get it. The bear is awfully fast, but they will grab him back with the vacuum, and out with the raw away. 1 second, will be able to get himself out. Poofs away into oblivion.
He has a bear now as well, so close to his own Radiance. Farming pretty well on Quick Burst. Just unfortunate that all the ninjas heroes are farming better.
Yeah, things are starting to get a little bit out of hand for Alliance here. Let's see if they can make some plays. They've got this... oh no, they're dropping so much on these illusions, and the real one's not even here. They're pinging them all out, everything being thrown, and Ace is just like, where even is Ace? You know, she's just like, okay, cool.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh,
under attack.
Okay, it happens. Uh-oh. And they're gonna get punished for it as well.
Yeah, Tiny being jumped upon. Don't worry, she can just use the fear here. Oh wait, Boxy gets brought down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Winter's Curse was up. But
Yeah, the Winter's Curse didn't get used.
I thought they'd used both. Oh. The ice path nearly catches onto the
Set
wire.
on fire. 33 is running forwards here. He's got this vacuum wall available. I wonder if he's going to use it. Yes, he is. Getting them both inside of it and slowing this this Willow right the way down. Tiger being chased right inside her base with a cold embrace. Going to buy her enough time to survive this one as Madara comes TPing him in. Still doesn't have this Metamorphosis though, so very hard for him to fight on this Terrorblade as it stands.
They're just buying so much space for this Naga though at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's 1-0-1. It's all been about this Darkseer and the Earth Spirit trying to make plays happen.
Middle tower has been
And
denied.
we said in the draft that it feels.
Sorry, cutting out a little bit.
Oh no. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, it's sounding okay now. It's just up and down a
Okay,
bit.
that's fine. I was going to say, like, we haven't really seen Alliance make plays on the map again this game, which is something I was really looking for them to do. Like, they've put these wards down in the Radiant bot jungle, but they're not really doing anything with them. Like, they have this tiny blink, but it feels because their lanes are constantly being pushed in all the time, they haven't really got the space to be able to make plays on the map. This Naga's causing them so many problems without even being in the fights.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, they have been able to make the plays onto Jakiro, but it's all about the target selection, you know. Finding this, what was he, 2,400 net worth Jakiro over and over again,
Radiant's bottom
it's
tower is
not
under
really getting them a whole lot. They need to be slowing down the other heroes. They need to be slowing down the Naga or slowing down Farah. And to be fair, they did try and go for a gank onto the Naga Siren in the middle lane. Unfortunately, it just turned out not to be the real Naga Siren.
Those pesky illusions. God. Like, when this Naga gets Butterfly, how do they kill her? Because she's at 2,000 health, and with the extra evasion as well. I'm really struggling to see how they're going to deal with her.
Yeah, they need a lot of items. They need a lot of items. And right now, I'm trying to share the farm between the Lone Druid and the Terrorblade.
is under attack.
So, working out okay. I mean, TB's doing all right, and he's actually got this Yasha BKB, so he might want to take a fight right now. NiP, are they going to get caught off guard by this? Centaur comes pouncing through.
I think it's though this tier 2 bottom doesn't really matter for the Radiant side. They don't
Well,
really
they're
care
not
if it
playing
goes
this
down too
this
much.
side of the map at all, are they? Like, Naga's literally spent her entire game inside this circle.
She's doing fine. Just push the lanes out with the illusions and take the safe farm with your actual hero.
Radiant structures
Yeah.
are
Pretty standard.
fortified.
Standard illusion stuff on bottom tower. Well, gets fortified on 18 HP. We'll be able to bring it down. Now TPing up, actually, but the Madara's been caught out a little bit here. Saxa does miss with the roll, so the Terrorblade's going to be able to get himself out. More TPs coming in from Alliance as they toss back the Necrophos here. He's stuck in a little bit of an awkward situation here, and it looks like his team are just going to leave him. NiP not interested in taking this fight, as there comes a BKB from Madara. Wants to finish off. Fada will be successful in doing so, and then Sunder out brings down Saxa as well. Madara turns up to this fight. PPD, he might be the next target as well. Boxy's going to get it with the Avatos combo. Actually, it does go to Koigfer in the end, but who really cares?
I'm not really sure
33.
why they tried to defend the Necro there. I don't think that was ever going to be possible. I think you just cut your losses there and let him die, but unfortunately, that bit rolling in was a little bit crazy.
A little bit too much, and you know, this is where the Terrorblade excels over the Naga Siren. You know, yes, Naga can farm quicker, but Terrorblade can fight when he's got this Metamorphosis and be a much bigger influence in these team fights, especially when he gets that BKB as well. And unfortunately, Naga just wasn't. I mean, even if she did turn up to that fight, I'm not sure she would have really changed the outcome much.
We haven't really seen a Jakiro combo with the vacuum yet this game either, so I think in these big gaming, big team fight engagements, we do still have to look out for that because it is entirely possible. He's only got 2 points in Ice Path at the moment, but he can work his way towards that max Ice Path.
You sure if he just got that Ice Path off for one level higher, then the roll would have connected onto Madara and it could have been completely different. Now they want to go though. They've got the Butterfly and Naga Siren. This is a big pickup. This is when the Naga can make a difference. Yeah, that'd be huge. Also want to mention as well that with the mirror image and the Manta style, it's really nice to have this Butterfly because it means your illusions will miss themselves, which means they survive a little bit longer to the reflection.
Very true. I also want to say this is a really good Roach timing as well because they know meta's down from the TV, so it's really difficult for Alliance to get into the pit and make something happen here.
Yeah, it's not really a fight they can take too easily.
Radiant
It's only going to try and fly in here, possibly by the looks of it. And Boxy's just
Yeah, they're just going to go with the Avalanche Toss. Can they actually take this Roshan with the Winter's Curse? They might be able to go in and get it. Moxie's trying to do the damage here. Meanwhile, 33 is going to go down. Reaper's Scythe comes down. Roshan is down, and it's going to be picked up by Ace. Using that song to secure Roshan and get herself away. Not looking to take this fight any longer, but they might not have a choice as Boxy comes towards with the Avalanche here. Boxy trying to get himself away. Fada fighting him up. His attacks are coming in as well. Boxy trying to toss heroes off him. Get away from me, he says, but 33 comes in with a punch, and Darkseer takes down Boxy. That looks like it's going to be the only kill for now, although Saxo once more. In comes a roll, in comes a stone, in comes a magnetize. Tiger struggling to get out of this one as the Iron Shell's ticking away at him as well. It's going to pop that Shadow Realm, and a lot of damage coming out with the ultimate. Saxo could be dropping away. Nope, just about lives on here. Gets pinged out by a Tiger as well, as he's like, well, couldn't we have at least killed this guy? But nope, no one else wanting to come into this fight. 2 heroes dead on Alliance, but more importantly, the Roshan goes down and the Aegis in the hands of the Naga Siren. This game just got a whole lot harder for Alliance.
Yeah, nice play by Ace in the pit as well. You always want to just commit that song just to make sure you can pick up the Aegis for yourself. If Boxy had managed to steal that one, it could have been, you know, a big momentum swing in this game. So better to play it safe. And you can tell that they were really missing meta in that fight, though. Like Madara just tried to walk in, but was really struggling to find his way into the fight.
It's painful. But, you know, next fight, the Metamorphosis is going to be up. Metamorphosis, BKB, Sanjin Yasha, and going for a Butterfly of its own, actually, next. Wanting that mischance and the damage to come out.
I like how Sax is just farming with roll, by the way, but it just takes forever because the roll just doesn't do any damage. It's very sad.
He's just doing his best with the Arcane Rune. He wants to get the
vessel now as well.
Yeah, that's what he was farming with. That's why he was farming with it for.
Obviously, really good up against heroes like the Wyvern. You know, using the Cold Embrace to heal. Really good against the Lone Druid as well, to be honest. With what's the skill called? Where it healed? Is it Battle Cry? No, which one is it? Oh, Spirit Link.
Spirit Link. Yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't think about that one much. Doesn't work versus Sunder though, in case you're wondering.
No.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Boxy's kind of just sitting next to this tier 1 here, waiting for an initiation or somebody.
Yeah, they're going to try and bring down this bear here. Even though he's got this double damage, they're still going to try and get him. But the fear away, not able to get the return. Will not come off cooldown. That's going to be a bunch of gold going towards Ace there.
Oh, as if Ace wasn't farming well enough. Just give him another 300.
Yeah, needed that gold.
He's getting really close to a heart as well on this Naga.
Yeah,
the heart. Already struggling to kill him.
The level 20 talent as well for the extra mirror image illusion is really nice.
33 not going to pick up that bounty. Oh, okay, no, PPD's going for it instead. Yeah, unfortunately for PPD, you don't get the XP talent on Jakira at level 10 anymore, which used to make that hero really strong. Yeah, it's unfortunately been moved to 15, so not going to get those early points on Ice Path quite yet. Almost maxed out now, but a lot slower than it used to be.
Yep. Meanwhile, they found themselves, well, who's found who, actually? Dark Willow goes for a kill on Necrophos, but does get ripped apart pretty quickly there.
Why is Tiger down there?
I didn't see the path which led him there, but, you know, we're all on our own journeys in life which lead us to places we don't expect to be, and it's just about trying to make the most out of those situations, and unfortunately Tiger, well, he just died.
Is this, yeah, I was going to say Darks is working towards these Greaves now. I think we saw the itemization last game where ninjas like to just tank up effectively.
I think
you're seeing it again.
Koigba, Ice Path comes out, but a little bit too late from PBD, so the Magpie will be wasted. Yeah, those two kind of came across each other, and they kind of both kind of panicked a bit. I know that feeling.
They just flip the tables over. Yeah, I was going to say, like, you at some point in this game, it feels like it's going to be the same as last game, where 3-3 is going to have Greaves and Crimson. This Necro is going to have a Pipe as well, and they're going to be super sustainable in these team fights, especially with the heart on the Naga. It's going to be difficult to find the pickoffs that you want to.
Sup, tower. Not getting through backdoor protection, but yeah, just chopping away at it all the same. Creeps will be here in a second, and that tower will be going down very quick. As the Centaur just sits here and melts the creep wave.
Boxy actually went back from Midas, by the way, on this Tiny. I think he realised that the game was going to be going late, so he goes for his own Midas, but he's really not having an impact on this game, it feels like, so far. He's
no,
getting
a couple
some
of
good
kills on
Avalanche tosses
Jakiro,
off,
and
but
that was about it.
They're just going to chip away and force TPs here on from the tier 3.
He's up onto the high ground. He's got this Aegis, don't forget. Still got a couple of seconds. Oh, no, never mind. 5 seconds left on it. Literally a couple of seconds left on it then. So they will back themselves away. And this Terrorblade actually had... I'm actually really surprised that Alliance didn't try to go for something there, because, I mean, they definitely had this Aegis timed. Well, it seemed like a great time for them to go, because they've got this Butterfly now on the Terrorblade. The Butterfly, the 9-second BKB. Could have been a good fight for them.
But at the same time, Tiger needs to, he's making his way down here to play with the Tiny. I think if you can catch somebody from Ninja's off as they go to defend this tier 3 in the bot lane, it'd be really useful.
Jesus, look at Boxy just taking chunks out of this tower.
The thing is, Necro TP's here. Like, they could have killed him with the Avatos and the Willow.
Yeah, agreed.
Tiger's not... I don't think Tiger's where he needs to be.
I'm just going to play it defensively, fear him back and TP out. Saxon coming in from behind. Won't find... Can he find Tiger in the tree? No. Okay, doesn't go for it.
He's going for the Hex now on the Willow as well. Has picked up the blink in the Veil, so when you can get that Hex online, might be a way of catching the Naga off guard.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
28 minutes into this game, and we're pretty much even on the gold advantage, by the way. It was pretty heavily in NiP's favour, but it's actually dropped right the way back down again.
It just feels like Alliance are stuck in their base. Like, if you look where the wards are on the Radiant side, there's just... There's 2 on the top side that are just waiting for somebody to leave the base so they can pick them off. And there's the 1 in the bot lane as well. Like, Alliance are really struggling to make moves on the map at the moment. Like, they're kind of cornered in.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's just backing himself away here. He's actually in a bit of a risky position here. Does need to be careful of all these.
His whole team are coming over though, so...
Yeah, he's not too scared. And they're trying to go on to Insania here. The Winter Wyvern trapped on the low ground by the Ice Path. He's brought down. NiP get a kill.
And that's a big part of Alliance's high ground defense as well, this Wyvern being up. So they might look to try and at least get some damage onto a tier 3 here.
Radiant's middle tower
Having that curse and the Winter's curse and the Splinter Blast available to push creep waves is really important.
All outer towers gone now for Alliance, as NiP might be looking to finally break high ground here. Yep,
I don't think they'll get the tower, but they can at least get, you know, a decent amount of damage.
Sending out these illusions in every which direction. The fear comes out. Reflection as well, going to make those illusions deal with themselves. Well, they're really having some trouble dealing with these guys, as Tiger actually has to pop the ultimate just to deal with the Naga illusions. That's not a situation you want to be in.
I think normally as well, when you're playing against this Terrorblade and he's constantly using this reflection on you, it's super annoying to deal with, but the way that this Naga plays, like with this heart, she can just back off, heal back up again.
Have you seen what Naga's got queued up?
I do, I've just seen it as well. It's interesting.
She's going for it as well. He's already bought the Eagle Song. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you can't hit yourself, Reflection doesn't do anything. But they're actually going in for a kill here. If they got here, it's actually Saxa, and the song comes out a little bit too late. Saxa is gone. They're going to buy back for this one and try and take the fight. They are not. Backing themselves away.
Might have been a chance to be able to get a 2-man Ice Path off.
I think they're going to lose another one here.
Willow, but...
Alliance can find PPD. Yep, they certainly can. Aurora up, sends them onto the high ground, which is not where he wants to be. Curse Crown coming out as well on PPD. Cannot survive. He's going to die. And Alliance find 2 on a pretty messy retreat from NiP there. They do lose both their supports for that, but at least none of the cores went down.
The thing is, though, like, they lose their 2 supports, but look where the creep waves are. Like, Alliance can't get to their get to the objectives in time, just because of the Naga constantly shoving creep waves in all the time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So although you lose your supports, you're not really losing any objectives. So does it really matter in the overall terms of the game?
You're very cruel to these supports.
I am.
All right, second butterfly is out from Naga Siren. Thank you, Piano Boy, spotting it once again. This guy's on the mark. Tiger with the Blink Dagger as well. I mean, again, Tiny and Tiger have just been running around together. Best buds here, but just not able to find anything. And yeah, I love this grouping from the Naga Siren as well. It's nice just to always be keeping an illusion with you, so that you're always running around in groups of 2, especially with the talent.
They've smoked up here on Ninjas, though. They really want to get a pick off before this Roche comes back up again.
He's already back up.
Oh, he's already up.
Yeah, roll forwards onto Boxy. They're going to find him. This is a big one. The Reaper Scythe comes down, doesn't get the kill, but, well, BKB coming off. It's going to take a little bit longer, and there's a Winter's Curse. They might be able to keep Boxy alive here. Running away on 40 HP. The song's being used, but Boxy gets a blink up into the high ground. The BKB means he can run himself away, but maybe they can get somebody else. They're going for the Wyvern instead. Wall comes out, and they just annihilate him here. Surprised they didn't go for the Madara. Madara will actually be vacuumed back down to low ground. 33 wants him, but 33 will be left wanting.
Yeah, Madara has the BKB, though, so even after that, the song, it's difficult to kill him off. Flutter has to TP down to the bot lane to make sure they don't lose their tier 3.
Yep.
But,
Damn creeps.
I think they just look towards this Roche now. The Snaga hits very hard and very fast.
Surprised they're not going straight into Roshan after that Wyvern kill, and he's going to be up pretty soon. I mean, Insania, he's got to be a pretty low level to respawn this quickly, right? Oh my god, he's level 11 at 32 minutes. That's
not ideal, but
no.
at the same time, like, he's kind of just suiciding to push waves out a lot of the time.
True.
This bear in the mid lane is getting a little bit low.
Doesn't even die that much. He's had 4 deaths.
Or can they ensnare the bear at maybe?
Quite. Well, Ace is going pretty far for this one here, but they will not be able to get this kill as they toss the bear away. Nice save there from Boxy.
Yeah, it's quick for building an axe. Yeah, he's got an axe queued up now. I was going to say, they really need to just try and deal with this Naga just constantly pushing waves out.
They're looking for Koikva down in the bottom lane. Fada running forwards inside the Ghost Shroud speed. They will be able to connect with that rock as well. Lone Druid being run down. Spirit Vessel on him as well. Do they have the Reaper Scythe? They don't. They don't need it though. Koikva's going to be going down all the same as he just turns to look fatter in the eyes as he kills him off.
Gonna look at your enemy.
Exactly.
Psych them out.
Yeah. The surge into the Ghost Shroud is kind of interesting to see this super speedy Necrophos just slowing you down by 30%. It's very, very hard to run away from it.
Can they look towards the Roche now, possibly, with the Druid being dead? Seems like they're quite content just carrying on farming for now. Can be difficult to go into the Roche pit versus this Wyvern, though, with the Winter's Curse being available, even if it is only level 1. Can be a little bit risky.
Radiant's top tower is under
Ooh, yeah, it's having a bit of a break here as Jakiro could be in some trouble. Tiger going for the solo kill, will find it. Brings down PPD, but the roll in from Sax, they're looking to punish Willow for killing their captain as the Magnetize comes out. Sax are on top of him as well. There's the Winter's Curse as well. Tiger gonna be dead for 100 seconds.
Right. That's a big pick off, and that's gonna be Roche this time. 100
Finally,
seconds is a long time, and they know that Willow is probably not gonna have buyback at this point in the game.
You know what feels really bad is that Tiger does a great play there. He goes solo. He manages to find himself the pick off there. Yeah, just buys back. Screw being dead for 100 seconds. I'm with you, mate.
He just got the gold for the buyback. It was very close.
I thought he had it for a while.
Yeah, it just ticks over with the GPM talent that he had.
Oh, tasty. When being dead is profitable.
So yeah, at least they forced the buyback now. If they can get a Necro Scythe kill onto the Dark Willow now, she'll be dead probably forever. So gotta look for that one now. Good D-ward by Necro as well. They could look to pick up a gem at some point soon on ninjas, I think. Possibly. Oh, okay, they've got one on Saxa actually on this Earth Spirit. I was gonna say. Just try and take over the map now.
Smoke forwards, they're looking for something here. You know what, my friend, I can feel a big team fight brewing. They've got this Darkseer, they've got this Nagasaran, they've got the Jakiro, they've got everything as they roll forward. Saxa going in deep here, following up with Fado as well. So jump into the middle of this fight. They're trying to bring down Sanya as quickly as possible, but the BKB from Boxy is just going to be able to beat down Saxa. Now on the back lines, Madara going to pop that Reflections, do so much work, so many illusions in this fight as Fado will get brought down. Tiger just barely staying alive. No, he's going to get burned away by the Macropire. Meanwhile, the back lines of the fight, 33 is going to drop to Madara. Finally, the song holding everybody in place. Whereas the follow-up is to allow the buybacks to get back into this fight, but Naga thrown around, tossed like a ragdoll into Koikva there, and then feared back towards his team. But they're still looking, they're still hunting. Boxy maybe in some trouble here, but they don't have the detection. They're looking for Madara though. Fata with the big targets. The net comes out from Ace. Now Koikva trying to help him out. And here's the reflection. Sorry, the Winter's Curse just blows up Fata, but they still should get Madara here. Can they bring him down though? The fear comes out and buys him a little bit of time, but finally Madara goes down. PPD gets a kill, and now they're up onto the high ground as well, looking for Koikva as well. Vacuum back with the net. They will be able to bring him out. Madara back. He does have buyback, sorry, but he does, as you say, no mana available, and that makes it difficult. He is going to use it here, try and do something, otherwise they're going to lose high ground, and they will actually use its AoE surge to get themselves out.
This Naga is not scared of anything. Like, how would you stop her? This bot tier 3 is actually in trouble on the Radiant side. There's a double catapult. We've got to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, Beauty's doing his best to deal with it. Can I just break the professionalism a little bit here and say, like, these team fights are so fucking hard to cast. There is so much going on.
But the thing is, you get a breather because every time Reflection's cast, everybody's computer stops for 2 seconds. So
yeah, that's
good.
true. And another song comes out allowing them to get this Aegis. As a third butterfly is out by Nagasaran, by the way, which gets put in the backpack for the time being. Yeah, just casually put away one of your butterflies for the time being. That's fine.
Evasion up to 57% with the 2 butterflies, by the way. Probably going to be closer to 70 with the third. That's scary. Yeah, 3 butterflies, 72%. Okay, good stuff.
Okay, well, TB does have a Monkey King bar. I'm not too sure about the Druid Bear.
I'm surprised she hasn't
Druid
gone
Bear
for an
does
MKB
not.
of her own, to be honest.
Well, if
at
she
least,
does that, then she'll hit herself. So the reflection will be pretty annoying.
Very true.
I mean, it's not like it makes the item bad, but at the same time, it just limits the value of the item, and there's just better item. And I guess apparently she decides that 3 butterflies are more valuable than 1 MKB.
But like you say, though, against the reflection, it makes perfect sense to just mass these butterflies.
Oh,
Hey, we
that's
surge on the
Naga.
Naga illusions.
Naga illusions, roll out.
I love that this Boxy is just constantly shoving in this bot lane, though. Like, this tier 3 is really close to going down, so if you can just shove this bot lane in over and over again, you're forcing somebody from Ninjas to constantly go back and defend. But if they can, with the Naga buyback being available with the Aegis and TB not having buyback, they really want to force something here. You see Lone Druid kind of moving towards the bot lane at the moment, seeing if he can get his rack going.
Yeah. Willow just use ulti. I think she might have been clearing in all loot. I don't really know.
These bot racks are getting chunked at by the Tiny.
Yeah, Boxy going to work, but the illusions are cutting every single lane right now. So currently, NiP are running out of creeps on the map, but bot buildings. Well, they got creeps.
Okay.
They don't have creeps for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, they're just going to TP back after getting the tier 3. It makes sense.
Yeah, mid tower is gone. NiP will come back to defend it. Ace joining him as well.
Have you seen, by the way, Shakiro picked up a Dagon level 1 just to help deal with the TB illusions, just killing them off instantly. Very nice.
Okay,
And the
that's
8%
interesting.
spell up. Easy. That Dagon's owning now.
Yeah, huge.
The thing is, now that Shakiro has his GPM talent as well, working towards, if he gets to that level 25 with the extra Ice Path stun duration, it feels like that's one of those talents that when you get to 25 is really game changing. Oh.
Reaper's Scythe coming down onto Boxy won't get the kill, but it will help them finish him off now. The BKB popped in the last second here. Meanwhile, Ace is looking towards Madara here. Madara popping the BKB, needs to get himself out. Going to go for the TP. Is there any cancel? There's no Reaper's Scythe. There is not. Insania, though, might not be as lucky as Fada has found him. The Dagon comes out from PPD. And Insania will get dropped here.
Boxy can't use that BKB like that just before he dies. Like, he has buyback, but the BKB is now on cooldown for 50 seconds.
Yeah. And I
Why?
don't think...
He's not going to have it for this fight.
And that's problematic. That is more than problematic, actually. That could be detrimental. And out Madara comes in, but immediately gets frozen up by Ace here as PPD comes flying into the fight and immediately gets blown up. Buyback from PPD. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, illusions are split pushing. Necrophos blinks himself away.
They can literally just wait for this meta
Thunder's
to run out.
been used.
They just wait for the meta to run out and then just go in again.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
They just need to be patient here on Ninjas. Make sure they don't force a really silly fight while the meta's still up. And like you say, with the Naga illusions constantly cutting creep waves, it's really difficult for Ninjas to try and... sorry, for Alliance to get out their base here.
Oh, Ace jumping in, net thrown out, but dodge now tossed back. Naga in some trouble. Maybe she does have the Aegis to work with as well as Madara pops that BKB and gets to work trying to bring down the Nagasaran, but she's so damn tanky and so much evasion as well, even though the MKB is going to work.
BKB down, meta down for the TB, so this is go time for Ninjas. They really need to try and make something happen here, especially with the Aegis being up. Just make sure you don't get caught by a Wyvern's Curse.
Yeah, that's the key. Alliance forced so far back. They're so hard to fight without this metamorphosis. Running into Ace though. Yes, we'll just Manta off that Cursed Crown and finish off the melee racks as the Reflection used once again, and all the illusions just fighting up against each other now. It continues.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Naga with a team behind her up on this high ground.
And this, yeah, Heart Illusion's going to start. Heart Region's going to start kicking in now as well. So.
Yep, straight back up to full HP, and sending these illusions forwards just to harass out the supports as well. Alliance struggling to find the opening as once again they go in with the Avatos, but Fada is now coming forwards here. Koifa waiting in the tree lines here.
Has no buyback. Has to be careful.
Running low, but they're not going to go for this kill. The Aegis now runs out, and as the Reflection comes out, NiP have backed themselves away. The barracks do stand for now as Boxy comes in, trying to get the Avatos onto Fada here, but won't be successful.
Boxy's in trouble here.
He is. He's getting brought down. Meanwhile, Tiger brought down in the background. There's Reaper's Scythe onto Boxy. The Winter's Curse does come out onto Necrophos. Necrophos just about going to survive. Just want to heal himself up. Meanwhile, Madara trying to fight up with that BKB, but he doesn't have the Metamorphosis. He's doing so little damage. Insania gets brought down. Madara doesn't know what to do with himself, just running around this fight right now.
Look at the Druid
being used.
in the Radiant base.
He's pushing. He's going for tier 4s. Koifa, he gets caught out by Saxa and PPD. However, yeah, they have caught this rat in their trap, and Koifa does his best to try and turn things around. Raw? No, not enough to keep him alive. Meanwhile, the illusions.
I got a little bit too excited there. That was.
I mean, he was going for the rat plays. I appreciate the call. Mananga's not done. She's still here, and actually, this is 3 heroes dead without buyback. I mean,
it's like I'm doing it, and then 4 heroes just TP back, and he's never mind.
Yeah, Wyvern. Back in 10 seconds. Metamorphosis is available for Madara here as he just runs in to use this Reflection, but it looks like they are going to get Mega Creeped. Heading up to the top lane. Ace. The Naga Siren, absolutely huge.
Boxy's just... He died so long ago and he's still dead for 100 seconds.
Wow, that sucks.
What a death timer.
Right, let's see what they can do here. 10 seconds until this Winter's Curse. They're going for the tier 4s now on NiP. The illusions just flooding into their base, and Insania's smoke will actually be popped here. He has to run away. These illusions will kill him if he hangs around too long. Tier 4 going down. Madara doing what he can. Insania's just dead to the illusions. He can't do anything here. Does buy back. Has the Winter's Curse. Reflection being used as well as they try and fight this one. I think Winter's Curse was just dropped on an illusion now. I'm not even sure as they run into this one and they get Terrorblade locked down. He is dead. 120 seconds, and that is it. GG is called. And NiP will take the win over Alliance 2-0.
I mean, not the most exciting of games, it has to be said, but it was very methodical.
Very methodical and very butterfly-y.
Yeah, very well planned out, though, by ninjas. Like, they just get this Naga to farm. I'd love to know how much hero damage the actual Naga did, because it feels like it would be next to nothing. Like, all the illusions just running into the backline while she hits buildings was... Like the last 10 minutes of that game, it felt like.
That's crazy. 3,900 net worth on the Naga Siren. 918 GPM.
Wow, that's...
Sorry, 39,000, yeah. That's, yeah, not 3,900.
I still feel like this game came down to like how well 33 did at the start. There was like... He made so much space for this Naga to farm just because he was just constantly invading this top jungle. You know, forcing TPs in. And this Boxy Tiger combo of the Tiny Willow, we didn't really see what it could have done this game, I think. Just because Naga was constantly shoving lanes in all the time. So they couldn't really play aggressive like they wanted to, especially because Boxy had a really hard bot lane where he got his blink quite late, I think. Let me just look at the item timings. He didn't get his blink until like 15 minutes into the game. So you kind of want to be looking towards that like 11 to 12 minute time. Giving that Naga an extra 3 minutes of farm so she gets that Manta online makes it so much difficult to try and find her and kill her off.
Yeah, absolutely. They played it so well on the side of NiP and just kind of protecting the Naga Siren and giving her so much of this map. And, you know, maybe with a different carry, it could have been a quicker game. You know, maybe the Naga was a bit slower paced than they could have ended it sooner with something else. But, I mean, it worked. It was spectacular. And to be honest, Ninjas in Pyjamas almost always looked in front. There was one point where I think Alliance might have had it. Where they won a big fight and they kind of started coming down mid, but in the end, I mean, it was just the Naga show.
The thing is, though, Alliance didn't ever... If they won a fight, it's great, but they didn't ever really look like they could push objectives after winning a fight. Like, they're popping meta all the time to try and like take fights in front of their own base, but even if they reach a tower, the meta's not going to be up. Like, yeah, Druid can constantly rat and things, but it just... They didn't ever take a fight on the other side of the map into Ninja's half just because this Naga was so annoying. Like 33's constantly shoving lanes out, Naga's constantly shoving lanes out. Even Fata in that bot lane, PPD's cutting waves all the time. How do you ever get to the buildings? It's so hard.
It's so hard, yeah. Pretty much impossible, to be honest. Like, it was just so much push, so much split. They did manage to get through bottom in the end, and Quakefer going for the rat play at the end there. I don't think he could have done anything else, though. I mean, it looked kind of weird because he just kind of went back and tried to go through the to the tier 4s and try and kind of force them back, I guess is all he was doing there. He did die for it, and they ended up losing the game shortly afterwards. But to be honest, the game was kind of over at that stage anyway.
Mm-hmm. But this is a problem when you pick the Lone Druid and the TB on the same team. Like we said, both of them need the farm time. So Boxy, if he has a bad laning stage like he did on this Tiny, they don't really have anybody that can make plays on the map. So Naga just freely farms in the jungle. Like 33 just takes over the top half of the map. Like,
yeah,
what do Alliance do?
There was a degree of overconfidence in the Boxy Tiger Tiny Willow lane. It unfortunately wasn't strong enough to deal with a Necrophos and a it was PPD they had down there, right? On the
Jakiro.
Yeah, on the Jakiro. That was too much. That was too much for Boxy and Tiger to deal with.
Never mind. They can, at least they're in the lower bracket. They can still fight their way through Alliance.
They absolutely can. Yeah, more Dota to play. So in a way, they are the real winners. But no, they did lose, and they will be going to the lower bracket. Meanwhile, Ninja Pyjamas going to the upper bracket to play up versus Secret for their spot, and the winner of that game will be going to the major. They'll be going to Disneyland.
Oh, so exciting!
Can't wait to be able to see. They're going to Disneyland.
It's 3 slots for Europe again, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Has that been confirmed? Yeah, so
yes, it is.
I think Ninjas, even though they've lost, even if they lose against Secret, they should still be, considered favourites for the top 3 after Liquid and Secret. You would imagine. So.
Yeah. I mean, well, OG's in this tournament as well with Ana back, so it's going to be interesting to see how they perform.
Very true. Ninjas versus OG should be a good match if that ever comes up in these qualifiers.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a close one. Alrighty then, we are all done on this channel. It has been an absolute journey today. Thank you for joining us for the ride, and thank you to Bowie as well for jumping in and casting that middle game. I guess thanks Mo for being here.
That's all right. I just exist.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And thank you to you guys for watching. We will see you guys further on as we have more qualifier action coming on throughout the Beyond the Summit channel, so make sure you're always checking them out. Watching the squad mode. It's a pretty cool feature. We've been checking it out as well. We'll see you next time. Congratulations to Ninja Pyjamas for securing an upper bracket place and increasing their chances to make it to Disneyland. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.